du soleil, pas du soleil, pas du soleil. Da-da-da.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey friend. So as you can see, I washed my hair. It was so much needed, especially just with the kind of day I've been having, and I really wanted to do something for myself to really just help me de-stress and just calm down. I feel like my anxiety has been really high today, so I've been putting off washing my hair. So what better day to do it than today? So as you saw in the beginning of the video, I was washing my hair a couple of times. I like to do about 4 washes, so I'm really able to really focus on my scalp. And I go in with the Giovanni, that's a hydrating clarifying shampoo, just to get all of, you know, the build up, all of that out. I do 2 washes of that, really focusing first on the scalp and then working my way down the locks. And then I went in with African Pride moisturizing shampoo, and I'm gonna tag all of these in the caption below so that you can check them out. I'm also still working on creating my Amazon storefront, so that way you can see what I'm buying off of Amazon. Some of these, I actually got the African Pride shampoo from Target, and I usually get the Giovanni from either like a Marshall's, Home Goods, one of those places. But yeah, so after that, basically this is where I am, and I want to show you my hair. Typically when I wash my hair, contrary to maybe popular belief, I don't like using conditioner in my wash routine. I feel like I spend so much time really you know, trying to cleanse my hair and get all of that stuff out, and then I feel like when I put conditioner in it in the shower, especially because I like to wash my hair in the shower, I feel like it's just weighing it down again. And I like to go in with a leave-in conditioner because I feel like I have more control over the product, and I like it in spray form. I feel like it distributes well. I'm using today Lottabody with coconut and shea oils. I love them so much. It smells so good. But before that, I'm going to brush through my locks, just because you want to get all that extra, and they're so long, literally so long. But you know, all of that extra like lint and things like this, I say brush your locks. I definitely just saw something on Instagram the other day, and I don't know about brushing your locks in the very early stages. I don't think that I did until my locks were really, really locked. You know, I make sure that I do this to get everything out. And lint is just inevitable. It's gonna be around, but I pick it out as soon as I see it. Like, I do not let it embed, because I have made the mistake in the past with like grabbing a tweezer and trying to get it out of the lock. Don't do that. You really do damage your locks, and if you don't have self-control like me, like that's exactly what you will do. So I have. And my lock journey is very unique to me in the sense that, like, I've always said starting over, not an option. Like, I just don't have it in me. It already takes me so long to make a decision. Then to pivot, sometimes I need a lot of, like, thought about it. But my locks, I've always said, imperfections, whatever, we gonna ride to the end, and we are. So I mean, overall I've had quite a few. I started out with 146. I have had quite a few combined, so now I have about 132. And I say that because I created a little baby lock in the back, which you will see, so that's growing. But the texture of my hair, especially around the roots, is it's like a looser texture, so it always takes a really long time for it to lock. So I have, the last time I did a whole wash and a wash routine, I did interlock them myself. I'm going to be interlocking for a little while, but until then I am going to retwist it today because I feel like it's too early for me to try to interlock again. There's just not enough space. And I also really want a professional to do it. So I do have my eyes on a loctician that I want to go see. But I think I'm going to wait maybe till June. It's almost May. But I want to wait until June because I think I'll have enough, you know, new growth for it to actually be a thing. And then I would love for her to just crochet some of these parts that are kind of sticking out here, if you can see, you know. So just crochet and really get them all put together. But either way, I feel like my locks are pretty healthy. I did have a friend bleach them back in January, so that's holding up. And I think I'm all done with the bleach. So I think I'm just waiting for them to get long enough so that I can just trim them a little bit. Anyways, now I'm going to go in with this leave-in conditioner, and I just spray this all around like so. If it would. I just knew that it's okay. Here we go. Here we go. So I like to just get this especially on my roots, and then I moisturize with hair oils and all that stuff after the retwist and everything's all dry. I'm adding now all of what I stripped away in my wash process. I'm going to try to record this for you, but I'm not really going to show you much or talk much. It's just going to be you watching me figure out the back, because it's just a lot of work. So I really don't want to be out here all day. So I'll check back in with you when I get to the front, and then I can show you kind of how I do things. But until then, just stay tuned. y'all, so I'm back after like an hour and a half, but I wanted to come back and just do this with you. You can see I did retwist all of this here, and because I have so many locks, it really does take quite a bit of time, but this is where I'm at right now. So let's get into this so I can show you. So basically, I've been going in, usually sometimes I go in with water, but I'm just gonna go in already with this leave-in spray, leave-in conditioner, just to rehydrate the roots. Really, the ends are still damp, but it's the roots that, you know, I just want to rehydrate since they've been drying. And then I just put some of that Nappstar here. And like I said, I've interlocked them a couple weeks ago, so it's not bad. And then I just kind of, all this extra hair, I just want like crocheted in, really, truly. And then I'm just twisting to the right. Honestly, I really love a retwist. Aesthetically, it just does what needs to be done. I'm not the biggest fan of interlocking, but that has to be done as well. But I love retwisting because it just looks so crisp and clean and exactly what I want. Especially in the front here, like I always want to make sure that it's just all together. And then I'm gonna sit under the dryer when I'm done for a little bit. You see this here, like so aggy. Oh God, but what can I do? I do love having locks. I mean, at this point, I really don't see myself doing anything else. Like, I've had every other hairstyle there is to have. Sometimes I miss it though, like being able to do other things, but honestly, I really do love my locks. This is the longest my hair has ever been in my entire life, so I really wouldn't want to trade that for the world. And I know a good reason I didn't like start before was just because, you know, the versatility, but there is also so much you can do with locks. And you know, there are some times when I'm like, I wish that my locks were bigger, you know, but actually I don't. I can't have them smaller. So you micro locks and the sister lock girlies, I really admire you, because the way my anxiety will make me just go crazy with those, I can't. But I love to see them because they look so natural, and just, so I live vicariously through you guys. I want you to know that. But I'm just gonna stick to these. So you see all of this, I really do want this all crocheted in, like, or interlocked in. It's just from, you know, having them combined, and then I really don't know, but it just never stays in. And I really just want someone to just do what I need them to do. Like, for real, for real. So yeah, I really love the size of mine, because I feel like it really helps me be able to do a lot of different kind of styles, believe it or not. So yep. This is basically what it do. And I started retwisting my hair like fairly easy. I think it was maybe about like 4 months in, because after a while I'm like, I can do this myself for free. Like, what's good? You know, because I'm also like, you know, there's certain things that I like and didn't like about having them retwisted. So I was like, let me just self-maintain, and I've been self-maintaining ever since. And I have gone to like a loctician periodically throughout the 5 years I've been locked, but no one I've really found, at least in this area, that I'm like, oh, you know, at least close proximity or whatever the case may be. But I'm okay with doing mine as long as I can get it repaired, get them repaired when need be. That's the most important. You hear my fingers and hands cracking? It's crazy. It's funny because I also retwisted my brother's hair this weekend as well too, and I have that footage. So I gotta decide when to post that as well. But I'm just happy to do mine finally, because it was long overdue. It sucks I didn't get to the gym today, but what I do is basically just tie my hair down to help preserve whatever style I have. Hey y'all, hey. Okay, so I just realized that I never came back to show you the end result of the retwist. My bad. Anywho, let's get into it. Look at this. Look at the length. Okay, it's giving crisp. It's giving put together. It's giving natural beauty. It's giving everything. I love a fresh retwist. There's nothing like it. Just aesthetically makes my eyes just jump out of my head. I really do love it. I've also been to the gym and I make sure I tie it down. I'll probably make a video about how I preserve a retwist, but this is basically the finished look. It's getting so long. I'm so excited. I get so happy every time I talk about or think about my hair. And I just wanted to show you what I use to, if the sun doesn't get in the way of it, but this is what I use to moisturize. This smells divine. I love it. From African Pride Moisture Miracles. There's 5 essential oils in here. Perfect. It's castor, grapeseed, argan, coconut, and olive oil in here. So good. I picked this up from Target. To die for. And I'm just trying to show you like all angles here. Long hair, don't care. Talk to me nice, okay? This retwist is gonna do what needs to be done every time, okay? Every time. At night, I wear a bonnet. All I do is just put it in a bonnet and call that a day. What I do when I go to the gym though, I do tie it down just so that, you know, when you're sweating, it's just soaking up all the sweat, and I leave it on. I take a shower, I get ready, and I take it off when it's like dry. So I feel like that's what helps preserve my retwists when I have them. Just making sure that you're covering it at all times. If you're gonna be lazying around, like, and every night I have a bonnet on. And honestly, like, now that my hair is getting longer, not wearing a bonnet at night is actually not even comfortable, because I feel like the hair is everywhere, and you know, the texture of your hair, like, I feel like it's not even comfortable. So I actually prefer wearing a bonnet. And then I also feel like that has really helped me just personally in my own lock journey, just reduce a lot of like lint buildup and stuff. Not to say that I don't have lint, I have, but I do pick it out whenever I see it, wherever I see it. And I did mention this earlier in the video, like, you see a little piece of lint, take that thing off. Like, don't let it get all embedded. There really is no super way to prevent it 100%, but just do your best. So I always swear by my bonnet. You gonna see the real me with that bonnet on, okay? Man, woman, friend, child, I'm gonna have my bonnet on, okay? When it needs to be on. I'm not the going outside type with the bonnet. I'm not that comfy, but, and not knocking any of y'all who like to do that, but that's personally not me. But you can 100% guarantee that I'm gonna be wearing a bonnet at night most times. Like, I'm gonna say maybe 98%. So, you know, if you want to really just try to minimize just build up in regards to that when it comes to lint, that is a good way to do it. Make sure your hair is covered. You can also use a silk scarf, which I also use that too, especially with my edges and stuff. So, or a silk pillow, that's a silk pillowcase, you know, that's also a good option as well too. But I don't know, to be real, I'm just always amazed whenever I look at my hair, and I spend a lot of time in the mirror, and I just be like this, like, so much, because I could not imagine my hair to get as long as it has. And not to say that I didn't think my hair would ever grow, that wasn't the issue. I just feel like when I was younger, like outside of high school, I don't think I've mentioned this, but I am like a Rihanna fan. I feel like she's my cousin. And in that time when I was in high school, like, she's only a year older than me. So I feel like when she was going through all the hair stages, so was I. So when she had the bob, I had the bob. Then when she had the pixie cut, the short cut, those tapered cuts, Tanisha had them too, and I was rocking them. And then I just loved them, and I had that for a long time into my 20s. Until then I decided to like go natural and then let my hair grow out. But me and being a loose natural, it did not work. It was a lot of work, and I just felt like the reward it wasn't that I wasn't getting the instant gratification that I liked. Like, I was working really hard on those twist outs, those braid outs, those wash and goes, and the longer my hair got, I felt like the harder it was to find the right regimen of products and methods and this, that, and the stuff. LOC, LCO, all these different things. It didn't work. It just looked cute that one day. The next day it was a ball. I was like heartbroken, you know, after all that work. So I was just like, let me give my lock journey a try. And that was even harder, I think, especially that first year when you're like, oh my gosh, they're so short. But look at me now, 5 years in. 5.5 almost. And if there's any other styles or any suggestions, anything that you want to see me talk about on this channel, just in regards to my hair, this is just hair stuff. I'm also going to be getting into makeup tutorials and all of that, but it's coming, it's coming. Please drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed what I talked about, please like it. And if you're new here, subscribe, of course. And yeah, let me know what you'd like to see. But you know, if that's it, I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. And I really appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.